back to another episode of the It's Just Different podcast. And before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Tomorrow's a big one. Michigan travels to Indiana, where they always tend to give us fits, even though we have not lost to them since like 86, 87, something like that. Some crazy stat like that. I still look it up on Flight, but it's been a long time. It's like a 30-plus game winning streak against them. But it's going to be an interesting game for Michigan's defense for the simple fact that they are going against a team with a quarterback who's not afraid to sling the ball down the field. I mean, they don't have a ton of passing yards a game. They don't average a ton of passing yards a game, but they do throw the ball all over the field. 204 passing yards a game, that's not a lot. 4 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. But again, like I say, they will try to take advantage of those DBs against that Michigan had. Vincent Gray had a bad game. I forget the other cornerback's name. His name just came out of my brain a second ago. But look for Michigan to play a lot of Daxton Hill, either at slot or on the outside corner, being that he's their fastest and their best cover guy in the secondary. We're going to be without Cam McGrone, and we might be without Michael Barrett. Anthony Solomon is his backup. So at Viper. So it's going to be a fluky game. I know we have some injuries I'm going to get to on the offensive side, but look for Indiana with that spread offense to challenge these DBs that Michigan has, especially if Michigan doesn't get the pass rush with Aiden Hutchinson and Kwity Paye. I think Kwity Paye might have a great day tomorrow. Early game, noon. So hopefully these guys don't start slow. Hopefully they're all the way ready to go by the time the game starts. Because remember, once they start slow, they never really get upbeat. That's just what Michigan has always pretty much been. If they don't start fast, it's going to be a struggle. But Michigan is going to try to rebound by running the ball. Hopefully they don't try to keep running the ball up the middle if it's not working. Joe Milton, I believe, is going to try some deep passes this game. Not because that's like a game plan or nothing like that. I'll think it's because to at least try to see to show teams on film that you have to you can't just play the underneath routes against Michigan. Sometimes you got to play deep route. We have some guys that can go get it, so I don't understand why they don't throw the ball down the field with his rocket of an arm as everybody know he has the arm of myth. The arm of myth. We all know that. So I look for him to have a great day. I won't be surprised if on RPOs he keeps the ball a lot more than he usually does. It seems like a lot of teams, the first 2 weeks of the season, it's like they're not really looking for that much. So I'll be looking to see what he does with those RPOs. Also, offensive line injuries. Jalen Mayfield. Was it Andrew Stuber? No, it's not Stuber. The left tackle, whatever the left tackle's name is. I'm sorry. Our right tackle, left tackle, both could be missing the game. Our left guard, Chuck Filiaga, was going to get benched. It was looking like, so that might help him. He may stay in the lineup, and we don't know who actually is going to replace these guys, or even if these guys are going to be out. It's just, Michigan doesn't really give you much on the injury front, but all the tea leaves and all the rumors I've been hearing, doesn't seem like a couple of those guys will play. So that would really be interesting if our offensive line isn't up to sniff against Indiana, because, like I said, they play Michigan really hard every single time, and this team is ranked higher than Michigan. They're 13 and we're 23. Even though we're favored, obviously the more talented team. I don't know why we're favored in this game, to be honest with you, but that's a lot of disrespect to Indiana. I think it's a 3.5 point spread or whatever. But I believe that this game is going to be tough for Michigan. at least it's going to start out tough. I think Michigan in the second half is going to wear them down by running the ball and then uh, hit them over the top with some deep passes. I truly believe that they're going to try to get Joe Milton's deep passing to go in this game. Um, I think that this will be an interesting game. Now here's the deal. If they get the same defensive holding or pass interference calls that Michigan State got in this game, it could get dicey really fast for Michigan, because all we heard this week from Jim Harbaugh was that his cornerbacks, he felt played good. It was just that the holding penalties, defensive pass interference penalties, they lost their confidence in how to actually defend, and we're just not even doing their technique right or whatever like that. So we'll see, man. Hopefully these guys have been more confident this week in practice. Again, I don't think their defensive backs are that bad at Michigan. I don't. There's no way that they're that bad. I think that they just lost their confidence in that game for whatever reason. But they're going to have their confidence against Indiana, because Indiana is going to test them really, really bad. Indiana beat Penn State, beat Rutgers. It wasn't a really great game against Rutgers that they had, but we'll find out how good Michigan is, what Michigan's made of, because we might not see Michigan for another. This might be Michigan's last game for 2 weeks, because we never know what the Wisconsin game may be canceled, if they can even field the team next week. So let's see, man. We need a good game. We need one of those games where offense defense just dominates. I don't see this being that game. Would I be shocked if they just came out and just blew the doors off Indiana? No, I would not. But it's hard to see that the way the defense looked last week, especially the pressure and the defensive backs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, man. Michigan, Indiana, noon, Fox Sports 1. We'll see what happens, man. Go blue. We need this one. Peace.